I grew up in the world of metal and punk, in which I still do love. I do feel the need to finally see what the rest of the world has to offer. My name is Aaron, and I grew up as a metalhead. Okay. I have to be real. The version that I had uploaded for this got blocked. So, I'm going to do the choreography video, but I'm going to add the explanation video from the other one onto this one and still give you the exact same feeling that I was feeling even then. So, we're going to hop right into it, and now I can see the choreography in full. So, I'm actually kind of excited for this. Let's go! Check it out!
I just wanna feel
so sick. I love that. I love that phrase. That's so sick. That's so sick. Oh man, I love that. Okay, so I'm gonna take what I said from the previous the previous explanation and kind of apply it to here. It still got blocked. So let's go over a little bit of the song and things that I liked, even including from that live. So, but I'll explain it here because it still works. So first and foremost, I think the biggest thing that I like about this song, and that is the fact that when you do a song like this, especially kind of based on someone that's so legendary, a book that's so legendary, I feel like you have to hit a couple of key points. And that is that when you do a song like this, you gotta, for me personally, I feel like that you gotta have a certain amount of, strength, but softness. And I think that it's explained really well. And while we're actually at this point too, I want to point out, I really, really like how that applies both in the dance here and also in the vocal part. There's a small little vocal whip that he does. And I think that it's just really, really a nice piece that's telling you everything. And I think it's just so good right here. You, like, do you hear that? 1 second, right? Like, I really like how that they nail that. And this spot right here is another spot that I want to talk about. The way that he kind of just comes out, that's, to me, is a very significant part, because to me, I feel like that the way that he is presenting that is like Don Quixote, like walking out from the people. And it just gives this certain strength that is needed for a song like this. So I think that's really cool. And like I said, I really appreciate the drive behind this song, the energy behind it. You catch that vocal whip right there? It's like a I love that. I really do. I think that is such a nice piece of texture. The next thing that I want to talk about that I really like about this song is that this is something about modern music theory that has been kind of really perfected. And that is, you have the melody. You have them singing the melody of the song. There's the percussions. There's the, kind of what they're singing. But underneath, they have found that the way that music affects the brain is that it kind of increases blood flow and activity throughout the whole brain when you listen to music. It also releases a huge old hit of dopamine for the entire brain. So one thing that they've kind of found semi-recently-ish is that not only is it very advantageous to have a catchy melody that releases that dopamine, that increases that blood flow, but now they have found that they will take another melody and slide it underneath everything, and they will actually keep it just kind of underneath the whole mix, but they're enough to be able to activate the brain. And you can hear that when you listen to the song, because there's some strings that sit below it all that really can initiate that actual fill. I shouldn't say strings. It's more of a synthesizer. It's going dun 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 dun. That little part. It's kind of interesting because with this song, I feel like that there's a little bit of like classical to it. When I was first listening to the song, my first thought was like, oh man, this kind of reminds me back when I was doing Ballroom. For those of you who don't know, I did Ballroom through high school all the way into college. That's actually how I got into college. But so when I was there, my specialty was tango and waltz. And to me, I think one thing that I just absolutely love about this song is kind of the same reason why I really liked tango, is that for me, you have to be able to feel what they're doing on stage. And one thing that I absolutely love is just the fact of the matter is that when they do this, you can really feel that passion. And that's how it was when I was doing my very first tango, especially. I remember feeling that really heavily. There was at the time, the movie Moulin Rouge was really popular, so we did our own spin to the tango there. And I thought it was so cool, and I just remember feeling this just pure intensity behind it all. And I think that that's kind of that same feel that you got to get there. And, when it comes to doing like a song like a tango, and with a song like this, like it's got to have the smoothness, but those also like really angular positions that just drive it home. And I think that this song, in a lot of senses, just really hits on all cylinders are firing on this song. And I feel like that one of the biggest things about this group that I'm already seeing is that their dances are just so purposeful, and it's so connected to the song more than probably most of the other groups. I just really, really like it. And honestly, this chorus here might actually be one of my favorite choruses that I've ever heard. Out of everything that I've heard, and I've done roughly like 15 videos for 17, even before we did 1 Week Club. Before I even did Super Live. Before I did Their Killing Voices. That was still 12, 13 videos. And I still think that this song now, and not even due to recency bias, I would say is probably my favorite. There's just something about the melody, there's just something about the way that the song is structured that kind of gives you this like mix of classical like music and like classical theater, but like a modern edge with some modern writing and structure and theory. And I think that that's what really makes this stand apart. So really, really cool. I really, really like this song a lot.
So baby, I just wanna feel 내가 미쳐도 feeling like Quixote. 사람들은 손가락질에 it's real, it's real. 겁먹지 않아, it's real. 미쳐가해도 좋아. 내 멋진 걸 볼 때만. So call me Don Quixote.
Yeah, no, they absolutely just nailed this though. And like I said, I had seen a live version, but sadly that got blocked. But this is still a good song, and my point still stands with it. That's so sick. Anyway, this song rocks. I hope that you like this as much as I did. Let's discuss it down in the comments below. I'm sure we can hash it out and have some fun with this. There's a lot of cool stuff. And so the one that I did do was the one, it was the one where it was live at the Golden Disc Awards. So if you've seen that one before, you can apply that to that saying over there. Anyway, thank you all so much, and we'll see you for the next one. Goodbye. Woo!